Hi, I'm Sandy Sandler, the creator of the Bowdabra Bowmaker. Today I'm going to show you how to make this super simple yet stunning door swag. So let's get started. So now I'm going to start by taking my Bowdabra bow wire. I'm going to cut a piece that's long enough that I can fold it in half and then just lay it into my Bowdabra and tuck the ends underneath so they stay out of my way. Put my wire aside, and I have this piece of Deco Mesh, and I'm just going to lay this down into my Bowdabra. And then I have this really pretty Mardi Gras ribbon, and all I'm doing, I've already dovetailed the ends, so all I'm doing here is just laying it in. So we're just making like loops with tails here. So then I have this really pretty sort of a netted ribbon that kind of pulls apart, which I think is sort of fun. So we're just going to sort of pull it apart here. So it makes it a little bit wider, but I just love these colors. I think it's so pretty. And so we're just going to take the right side of this ribbon, which is this side. And again, I'm just going to make another really pretty loop and lay that down in here. And just sort of straight. So this makes a really pretty, colorful door swag. So then I have another piece of my mesh, and I'm just gonna fold it in half, like with the other ones. And you guys know how mesh is. This one's being very temperamental with me at the moment. So I'm gonna lay that down into my Bowdabra. Then I have these picks, this pretty purple pick, and I'm just going to lay that in. And then I have my gold picks, and I'm going to lay this in here. So it's just kind of real pretty. And then I have some more of these picks here. Then I'm going to take another piece of this Mardi Gras ribbon. And again, I've already dovetailed the ends. So we're just going to take this, and I'm just going to scrunch this down into my Bowdabra. I have another piece of this really pretty netted ribbon. I'm just going to lay that in here. And then I have another leaf that I'll lay in there. And I have a couple more pieces of this beautiful Mardi Gras ribbon that we'll just lay down in here. So it's all really, this is like about as super simple of a bow that you can make. And it just will be a gorgeous door or swag bow. And then now I'm gonna lay in, I have these Mardi Gras beads that I think I probably picked up at the dollar store. And I'm just gonna lay these down in here. And then all I did was take these Christmas ornaments and tied them onto this corkscrew pick that I had. We'll lay that down in here. And then we're going to end it with this adorable Mardi Gras mask that I'm just going to put in here. And then I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire and bring it up here. And I'm going to pull it through the slipknot, which is why I always tie it, fold it in half before I put it into the Bowdabra. Just going to hold this bow down, pull it really tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. I'm going to pull it out, set everything aside, separate my ends, bring this around to the back, and I'm just going to tie a knot, and I'm going to double knot it. And then I'll start shaping. And what's really cool is the mask will kind of get held up by the corkscrew. And we're just going to shape everything, bring all my tails around, take the beads and sort of hang them there. And continue to shape it, pulling it apart so you can see all these beautiful loops. And I am using a wired ribbon. So the wired ribbon makes it really super simple to shape. And then now, like I said, we're just going to cheat and have that corkscrew coming forward. And so now you have this beautiful door swag that you can pretty much just change the colors and use it any time of year. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe below and share this video with your friends. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.